Today on Breaking News, that's right, today's headlines down here at Channel 7. Channel 7 News headlines. For Channel 7 fake news. Thank you.
If anything I post on my page offends you, blame your parents for raising a pussy. And for those who didn't know this, the government is a violation of free will masquerading as the protection of it. If you can't work that out, don't blame me. Blame the fake news networks. 7 News, Fake News, Hang Loose Recluse News, World News. No news is good news. Thank yous. If pharmaceutical companies cured you, they'd go bankrupt. If banks helped you get out of debt, they'd collapse. It's all a big show. Everything is fake, and everything on fake news is absolutely fake and programmed to program your mind to think a certain way so that you can form mass formation psychosis with your neighbours and your work colleagues. That's right, if you all turn the same newspaper or watch the same news, you're all going to think the same. Turn off your fake news now. Danger, mind infection hazard. 7 News, Fake News, avoid contact. And for anyone who needs to know, who governs the government? Yes, who is it that governs the government? That's anybody's guess, but we know that the government and 7 News fake news work hand in hand together. Maybe they're controlled by the same puppet master. We know they are. Just follow the money trail for the strings attached to the puppet master. Yes, that's right. And in this next video, this is going to be some information about Australia. Most Australians are still so asleep they aren't even aware of this. But this next video sums it all up. This is Hang Loose Recluse, Fake News, 7 News. Check out this next video. Thank you.
Here's the real truth about the government of Australia. 1. Australia is still legally a colony. It was never properly made independent. Australia's founding, the 1901 Constitution, was created under British authority, not Aboriginal authority, and not even full popular authority. The 1901 Constitution is literally titled, An Act to Constitute the Commonwealth of Australia, passed by the British Parliament, not by Australian people independently. Australia never fully severed from the UK Crown. The Queen of Australia is a corporate invention to create an illusion of sovereignty. 2. Australia is a registered corporation. Australia is registered as a corporate entity on global stock exchanges, including the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Registered corporations include Commonwealth of Australia, State of Victoria, State of Queensland, etc. This means Australians are technically treated as corporate commodities under international trade law, not sovereign citizens. 3. No legitimate treaty with Aboriginal people. No formal treaty was ever signed between the Aboriginal nations and the British Crown. Under international law, this means Aboriginal sovereignty was never lawfully extinguished. Terra nullius, empty land, was a legal lie used to justify occupation, even though Aboriginal nations had complex systems of governance, trade, law, and land ownership. 4. The 1973 Australia Act scam. The Australia Act 1986 is often called the law that made Australia fully independent. Problem: the 1973 Royal Styles and Titles Act illegally removed the Crown from Australian law without proper constitutional referendum. The Australia Act 1986 tried to clean this up, but it wasn't passed by a lawful process in all states and territories, meaning Australia today exists in legal limbo. It's not truly sovereign, nor properly authorized under international law. 5. Australian government oath of allegiance is to the Crown, not to the people. Politicians swear loyalty to the Crown of the United Kingdom, not to the people of Australia, meaning the true power structure remains colonial at its core, regardless of what flag is flown. They say Australia is an independent country. That's adorable. Australia was created by an act of British Parliament, registered as a corporation, and is still legally bound to the Crown, the so-called Constitution, not even written by the Aboriginal nations whose land it claims to govern. No treaty, no lawful consent, no real sovereignty. But don't worry. I'm sure it's totally normal for a free country to have politicians swearing loyalty to a foreign monarchy while running a corporate trading entity registered overseas. Totally normal. Definitely.
This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production for 7 News Fake News Australia. There you go.
Channel 7 News headlines. For Channel 7 fake news. Thank you.